Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh. This portion of the news is brought to you by...
I know. Some. Okay.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
Oh.
Welcome back. 63-year-old Glenn Howard was arrested after he allegedly severely beat his girlfriend. Her injuries required her to be transported to UMC Trauma Center. Howard is facing charges of attempted murder, battery with substantial bodily harm, and domestic battery. Deputies responded to a dentist's office on Wilson Road for a report of a domestic battery with severe injury. The victim was unable to speak with the police at the time due to the severity of her injuries she had suffered to her face. Howard was not located at the time. He surrendered later to the police in the parking lot of the Pahrump Nugget. The victim also allegedly told police Howard has a history of domestic violence and that he beats on her regularly. As of Tuesday morning, Howard remained in police custody on a $153,000 bail.
And the Pahrump Valley High School Band will be performing 3 shows this weekend.
This weekend we've got our first annual holiday extravaganza. We're putting on a big concert for the community. We're doing 3 shows. This Friday at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 3 o'clock, and 7 o'clock p.m.
And this is going to encompass what? The concert band? What else?
It is actually all the musical performing ensembles here on at the school. We have 3 choirs, our concert band, as well as our beginning band.
And the public's invited?
Yes, the public's invited. Tickets are $5, and we're trying to really put on a big holiday concert like you see with like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir and the Boston Pops and all that kind of stuff.
So you can buy your tickets in advance or at the door?
Tickets will be available on sale at the door.
And then it's going to be held in the auditorium here?
Yes, it'll be held in the auditorium, so seating is fairly limited, yes. So get here early. And
definitely, because this is going to be a show to see. It's going to be a little bit longer than the other performances that they've done. Tell me what we're going to be looking forward to.
Well, we've got all of our ensembles are preparing holiday music, so we've got some Hanukkah songs and Christmas songs, and so it's going to be a lot of holiday music.
You guys been practicing for a while?
Yeah, we started practicing in about October, getting ready for this and trying to put on a really big show.
The kids are all excited about it too as well.
They appear to be.
This money that you're paying for the ticket price is also going to help support the music program here?
Yeah, we're doing this as a fundraiser in hopes. We're trying to raise, we need about $120,000 what we're trying to do for new uniforms. We're trying to update the music library. A lot of our music is show tunes from the 50s and 60s that the kids don't know, and just new instruments and stuff like that.
So if people can't make the concert but they still want to support the music program, how can they do that?
They can send in any kind of donation, check or cash, as long as make sure they make it out to the Pahrump Valley Music Department.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's Deanna O'Donnell with news across Nevada.
The Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation will begin sending letters to unemployment insurance recipients directing them to continue filing their weekly claims for federal emergency unemployment compensation, even though the extended benefit program expires at the end of 2013. Congress has reached a budget agreement that does not include extending emergency unemployment compensation benefits at this time. As a result, about 17,000 Nevadans currently receiving emergency Unemployment compensation will be abruptly cut off. Each week, another 800 claimants who are receiving regular unemployment, which allows for a maximum of 26 weeks, will exhaust their benefits and not be able to move to the emergency unemployment compensation program. There are just over 27,000 people on the regular unemployment benefits program. Nevada is now one step closer to becoming one of just 6 drone testing sites across the country. The state legislature's Interim Finance Committee unanimously voted to spend $1.46 million on drones. This money will get the drone program up and running if the Federal Aviation Administration chooses Nevada as a test site. Assemblyman John Hambrick says being chosen will bring money and jobs to the state. New online truck stop maps launched by the Nevada Department of Transportation will assist truck and RV drivers traveling Nevada interstates. The maps indicate the location of each truck stop on Interstate 15 and 80 and list the number of truck parking spots and the availability of diesel fuel, food, restrooms, and showers at each location. The maps, along with truck permitting information, are available by clicking the truck icon in the center right of the nevada.com homepage. Truck stop information for United States routes will be coming soon. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
And after the break, part 5 of the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
And welcome back to News 46. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Fire Chief Scott Lewis concludes his series on winter fire safety tips.
Fire extinguishers, obviously every home should have them. And it's warranted when we have commercial applications, but we'd love to see, we go a little bit extra with our recommendation. We love to see them in the garage, the kitchens, but we also like to see them in some of the bedrooms, because if there is a fire, it may be your only means or only tool available to help you egress out of the house.
There's a lot of different things about fire extinguishers, including the correct applications and that learning how much these actually do put out a fire, because people have the idea that they put out a lot more than they really do, and also using them correctly.
Absolutely. There's different applications. There's ordinary combustibles, there's electrical, there's metal, it could be flammable liquids. There's usually a little pictures accompanying to what type of material that fire extinguisher will suppress. Usually they overlap. So you may have a 2A10 BC. So it'll be 2 times your normal product on A, which is ordinary combustibles, and then BC is your electrical and your flammable liquids.
What do you recommend for the regular, typical household?
Normal application, if you have garage, you would definitely want to have it be able to cover flammable liquids and electric. And so you would have wanted an ABC possibly in there. And then you would want something applicable for grease fires in your kitchen. The one that you may have in your bedroom that you're going to possibly use for egress, you wanted to cover all the bases.
And then shooting at the base of the fire in a sweeping motion, right?
Sweeping fashion, absolutely. Sweeping fashion. And if you're trying to egress out, keep moving as you're extinguishing. You don't want to stand there and discharge all the product and then find out you still can't get out.
Let's also talk about the escape plans in case you are in a situation where you have a structure fire.
Escape plans, make sure that each member of the family is keenly aware of the escape plan and from each of their different areas of the house, because it's nice to know that they know how to get out of their bedrooms. What if they're not in the bedrooms at the time of the fire? So you want to make sure that they have access, egress issues, that they have communication plans in place so that they know where to meet, how to get a hold of somebody if they're the kids that are home and they're waiting for mom to come back from the store. They know how to get in contact, make sure they know how to call 911, how to meet the fire department to tell them exactly where the fire is, close doors behind them. There's a whole number of things that can come with the plan, and we're always willing to help somebody with that.
And it's important to practice the escape plan, right?
Absolutely. It's great to have a plan, but if you don't execute it in a non-emergency situation, familiarization will be lost. So we want to make sure practice on a regular basis, everyone's keenly aware, and you move forward.
And don't ventilate the fire by opening the windows.
And try not to leave the doors open behind you. It's one of the big challenges because it just allows all that fresh air to be introduced into that environment, which can exacerbate the fire conditions.
So people can call the fire department down here at your guys' regular non-emergency number to find out some tips to have you guys help them maybe with their families to talk about fire safety?
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Fire prevention is a key ingredient to success on any given incident. So if people are more aware of what the things they can do to help us, let's say worst case scenario does develop, there is an electrical fire within the home. if they know the steps to take, make sure everybody's out, they report that everybody's out, we don't have to worry about that part of it. Life safety is paramount. If there's any question that somebody is still left in that structure, that's going to take priority. So if we know we can eliminate that from the equation, then we can focus more on ensuring that the fire doesn't grow in size. Our job is we can't control the size of the fire prior to our arrival. So once we get there, we want to stop the fire exactly where it is, not let it grow and extend to whether other areas in the structure or even outside the structure.
Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good job.
And here's Angela Miles with today's first business brief.
This is the first business brief for Thursday, December 12th. I'm Angela Miles. Profits are building at Home Depot with help from the housing boom. Home Depot expects to meet its financial goals a year early. The retailer was targeting a 24% return of invested capital by 2015. Instead, it will happen by the end of the 2014 fiscal year. The company, popular with the do-it-yourself crowd, also plans to open up 8 new stores next year. It's not a pretty picture at Avon. The cosmetics company will lay off 650 employees. It will also end a technical system launched in 2009 meant to help sales reps better connect with the company. Glitches led to a drop in sales in Canada. And Spotify has inked a deal with legendary rock and roll group Led Zeppelin. Spotify, which competes directly with Pandora, is the first music streaming company to ever nab the rights to the band's music. That's the first business brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks so much, Angela. We were out there at the Christmas tree last weekend. I know you were out there with me. It was so cold.
Yeah, I had to find some gloves and a hat to cover my head. It was extremely chilly, but it was fun.
But all those events that happened last weekend, the tree decorating party unfortunately had to be canceled, but they did the tree lighting. And so this Saturday, they're going to have the decorating party again out there in the Saddle West parking lot at 10 a.m.
I think the kids would enjoy that. That'd be a good opportunity for them to get out. Look like the weather's going to be a little bit better.
I don't know. We're going to find out right after this break with Noah Began.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Thursday, December 12th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 57 degrees, an average temperature around this time of year of 56 degrees. Winds were coming from the east at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour. The UV index today was 3, which is moderate. Humidity was at 29%. Sunrise was at 6:46 this morning, and the record high in 1958 was 74 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 27 degrees, an average temperature around this time of year of 39 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 3 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 47%. Sunset was at 4:29 p.m. and the record low in 1949 was 15 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 56 degrees and a low of 28 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 11 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 31%. Sunrise will be at 6:47 a.m. and the UV index will be 2, which is low. For our 7-day forecast, we have a mostly sunny week with some clouds on Friday and then again on Wednesday and Thursday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the mid-50s to the mid-60s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the high 20s to the mid-40s.
Thanks so much, Noah. I guess it will be warming up, and just in time, Sniffany's Gifts and Thrifts is holding a parking lot sale Saturday, December 14th. That's this Saturday from 10 p.m. till 2 p.m. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. They are located on the corner of Gamebird and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Tomorrow from 9 a.m. until noon, Nye Communities Coalition Connections Division will be hosting a monthly job fair. They're located at Wilson and West Street.
And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. We'll see everybody back here tomorrow night. I'm Deanne O'Donnell.
And I'm Tyrone Johnson.
Good night.